What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Carl the Cobra Froch. Carl Froch states that he'll bring the old AJ out. Wow. Anthony Joshua to fight rival. Following Zhang's incredible stoppage of Joe Joyce in London, many fans have called for him to step in against Anthony Joshua. Of course, we know what happened at the 2012 Olympic quarterfinals with Joshua dropping Zhang in the second round to go on to win a 15-11 points decision. He won gold and turned professional 1 year later. Well, Carl Froch thinks the result would be flipped in the pros. He told Best Gambling Sites, he said, "I think it's a great fight, and I can see how either of them could win that." AJ is younger and fresher, and he seems fit for 12 rounds, and Zhang tires after 5 or 6. And he's getting old at 41 years old, but at the minute, with AJ's previous performances, especially his last couple fights against Franklin and Lenius, based on those performances, I did not see anything there that beats Zhang. But like Tony Bellew said, if he's put under pressure and is forced to fight, maybe the old AJ will come back. I'm not going to sit here and say AJ loses to Zhang, but I'm making Zhang the favorite based on AJ's last 2 performances. And let me counterpunch. Zhang definitely has the momentum. If you don't think Zhang has the momentum, you're tripping, because the opposition has been better. He's beat an undefeated guy versus that's known, that has his own bestowed reputation of taking guys out, and he did it 2 times. Okay, so he has just as much momentum as Alexander Usyk in a sense, except minus the belts, right? Because he took AJ to school twice. Took him to school twice, boxed him up, moved, fought him a little bit, and took those belts home to the Ukraine. Okay. Now, based on what we're hearing about Carl Froch, Zhang, if it's flipped, that means Zhang could probably drop Anthony Joshua. I don't think that he couldn't. I think Anthony Joshua is a lot tougher than people think he is. I think, if anything about him, I think Anthony Joshua's a guy that just doesn't like to get hit, because when he does get hit, he doesn't handle it well mentally. Not saying he's going to pull a Dubois or just duck down and do this number that he's just afraid to get hit. No, I just don't think he handles it well. Based on the last 2 performances, I see him giving a hug of war performance against Zhang, keeping Zhang at bay to throw his own shots. Okay, remember, Zhang ain't as tall as Helenius, and you could tell the height with Zhang was the height with Helenius was bothering Joshua. Those hooks were way off of distance. He threw those hooks and was missing. You know what I mean? Whereas the hooks that he throws with Zhang, it's going to be a firefight. And I think what happens is, it's not the fact that Zhang will make Joshua fight. He's going to make Joshua, he's going to stop Joshua from doing all that hugging, because he's going to be throwing shots. So Joshua is either going to fight him or get knocked out, because the way Zhang counters, Zhang is a southpaw, which was a problem for AJ anyway. So he's a southpaw. So he's going to sit there, and when they square up, he doesn't have time, people, because he's a 40-year-old man. He doesn't have time to sit there and try to put punches together and figure shit out. No, when he sees the hole, he's going to hit the hole. He's going to explode the hole. He's going to hit those possibilities, those openings. He's going to find them, just like he did Joe Joyce. And then he's going to throw. He's going to throw that straight left. He's going to throw that overhand right. And if AJ is not careful, he's going to try to come in for a jab and get caught. So yeah, he's going to have to come with something, and he's going to have to be first. Okay, so yeah, I think in that sense, AJ is going to have to fight him, because he's going to have to set up his own shots, because Zhang is not playing. Zhang's going to come in throwing those bows, okay? He's going to come in with the pain, because his name is Zhang. Bars. However, I do disagree with Carl Froch. I think Carl Froch doesn't understand the mental the mental breakdowns and the mental pressure that Joshua's been under. I don't think he's the fresher fighter. I think he's younger, sure, but I don't think he's fresher. I think Joshua's been through a whole lot of shit that other fighters really haven't went through at all. And that's including Tyson Fury, too. I just think Tyson Fury got caught in a situation where he wasn't ready for at one point in time. And that was back in 2015 when he upset the world by beating Vladimir Klitschko. And then yet all the pressure bogged down on him and he couldn't find himself able to do that again. Whereas Joshua did it again, got another belt, did it again, got another belt, defended it, lost it, got it back, defended it, lost it. That's what happened to AJ. And in between that, he made a shitload of money, but that whole span, I think, was a pressurous time for AJ. So I don't, in the way he got beat the last two times, it wasn't understanding because he knows what it's like to be outpowered or outgunned, but he doesn't know what it was like to be outboxed. He couldn't understand a guy actually being better than him. Okay. So I don't think that he's the fresher guy, mentally, noggin wise. I think Zhang is, because I think Zhang just had that one, controversial fight, and I think he's older, but I think he's actually fresher. He just doesn't have the physicalities like Joshua. Okay, Joshua can go 12 rounds. So it will be very interesting to see. So that theory is very interesting, that Carl Froch thinks that Zhang will make AJ fight. You guys tell me what you think. I'll do a poll on this particular question. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys can counterpunch. Peace.